Bro, let me copy your homework. Don't make it obvious, okay? Dive in Tubes Band. What are Orcs gonna pick now? They got burned on both of their map picks, obviously, last series. I think it follows Slump. Cosmos first. Alright. That was, I think, the closest map between the two. Cosmos into Edge. I don't think we've actually seen Edge on this stream at the very least. Like, we haven't actually watched teams play Edge yet. It's always, it's been picked a couple times. It just hasn't, like, none of the series that we've watched have got far enough to see it. So that'll be fun. Twisted Valley Surf. Tempest, and then Backflip as the final map once again. Lovely. Okay. Right, can ORKS GP Numelops shake off what just happened? They went from one of the easiest games they've ever played into one of the most frustrating games they've ever played. Shift versus... I missed it. That's a shame. I'll have missed that one. Wait, what was it when we joined? I think it was 2-1 when I joined, so... I'll have just missed it. Alright. Music off. Let's get this done. Final game of the day. I would say get hyped, but my lord, what a day it's been already. I think all the hype has left all of our bodies. So I will, I'll forgive all of you for, chilling out a little bit for this final game, and, get yourself a drink, get yourself some food if you haven't eaten already, or maybe just a snack anyway, you know? Have a nice time. We're gonna chill out for this final game. Which, if the other ones are anything to go by, should be very interesting. Alright. Let's see. Oh man, those cars are incredibly similar. Of course they had to go with the same colors as well. Of course they did. Just everything. Everything the same. Just make everything about your teams the exact same. That's cool. That works. Alright. Let's do it. ORKS GP Numelops revert back here to Cosmos as their first map pick. Let's see if I can get it. Complex and Panda start things out with their line, and it's generally a little quicker, but Complex clips a wheel on the inside. It's already started. Arthur and Zera close to Panda now. Oh, Arthur, sorry, clips a wheel a little bit there. He's going to join... Just going to join Complex at the back. Right now, Panda on that trail trying to take first place. Complex overtakes one. Gets a little airtime and loses out on a little speed to Arthur here. It really is the Panda show right now. Arthur stays in second. There are overtakes. Convincing stuff. If they can keep Complex at bay, they can limit the damage that Panda can do here. But then again, Panda crashed that identity many times. We'll find out if he can do it again. Arthur comes home in second place for this one. Panda is head and shoulders above the others. Oh, Arthur goes all the way out. He's going to have more exit speed. He stays ahead of Complex. Good round from those back three. Only a 10th separates all three of them. No matter what Panda can do there. Japon stay ahead of Complex. Make it a draw. 1-1 to start things off. And ORKS GP Numelops can't quite get away from the difficulty that they had in the last series. Would have been hoping, after being dispatched swiftly by Shift, that they would have somewhat of a easier time winning this one out. I think that delusion has been firmly refuted by Japon with that first round, with convincing driving from everyone. Panda stays in first, once again setting a good time so far. Zera right behind. Arthur again, staying ahead of Complex. Just making it impossible for ORKS to pull ahead at the moment. But it's all going to come down to the first mistake that comes through on the identity. That is what is going to separate these two teams on this map. I'm interested to see if anybody is going to fall prey to the poles here. Everyone moves on through just fine, apart from Arthur. Zera will take second place. With his teammate coming home in fourth. Victory. The tie is broken. ORKS, Sheepy, Numelops take the victory in that round, make it 3-2. Alright then. Still, all it came down to was that identity. Pre-identity! Oh dear! The Japon players were ahead of Complex, and they'll be definitely ahead of Complex this round. In fact, they're ahead of Panda as well. Maintain formation for the rest of this round. You've got yourself an ace. You're back in the lead. Arthur and Zera. They can smell victory here. And unlike ORKS, they had a lovely series last one. 4-0 for them. Whereas ORKS got dominated 4-0 themselves. Completely different mindsets coming into this series. Japon seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. ORKS trying to run away from the darkness at the start of the tunnel. And Panda splits the difference between Zera and Arthur as we move into the identity. Zera gets through the first one unscathed. Panda 2. Arthur chases. Zera through. Arthur stays on that higher line. Will not be able to overtake Panda, but they get that round victory back in their favor. 4-4 the scoreline as Complex makes an early mistake and can't quite compete with the rest of the players. Start of the round goes relatively as expected once again. Oh, Zera. Oh, and Arthur both clipping a wheel. They both make it. They're going to pay a heavy price for having that much contact with the edge of the track. Falling down by almost 2 seconds each. Complex this time in first place. Panda a full second behind his teammate. Well, Sheepy Numelops in a perfect position to make themselves track point with the 7-4 scoreline. Obviously, this is their map pick, however. They would expect to do so. It's whether or not now Japon can come back. It's an awkward start for them. Oh dear, Zera overcooks it a little bit, trying to get as much time back on these two. But at this point, I think you've got to hope that one of them makes a mistake. They do not. Complex and Panda come home in first and second. Good time from Complex, a 1:14.2. Giving them an ace, 7-4. This map is going to be so important in the series. Not just, obviously, because it gives you that advantage over the opposition team. I think this is the one that sets the tone for your team, that sets the storyline for your run in Wildcard. And, well, if you qualify or not. If you win this first track as Japon, you are immediately in the driver's seat of the series. You're immediately in this position where ORKS are chasing you. And as we saw before, they're not as amazing in that position as you would like. Complex slams directly into a sponsorship and is now well out of the competition. Panda in first place. Zera and Arthur chasing now. Panda cannot make a mistake. Has really cleaned up his act so far on this identity. Looking much better than last series, but still not enough to help his teammate out. Complex, in fact, has a little trouble himself. Comes home in fourth place, doesn't matter. draw for ORKS GP Numelops. And I say for ORKS GP Numelops because they're the ones still on track point. 1 round win for them is all they need. Got to clean up those errors, though. Cannot be leaving the door open still for Japon here. Anything could happen. It's a good start from the 2 ORKS GP Numelops players. Again, still that 3-point difference between the 2 teams. Japon would really like an ace here. Round win just kicks the can down the road. They need an ace at some point in the next 2 rounds. It doesn't look like it's going to be this round, barring any massive mistakes from Panda and Complex. Keep themselves out of the walls. Complex losing out on a lot of speed. Oh, no! Trying to avoid the AMD sponsorship. This time he has missed the jump completely. And Panda, again, by himself here. Can't make a mistake. Cannot. It's good. Panda gets through. Lowering that time as well. 114.1 this time is good.
Draw.
And a draw is fine. But again, you're giving opportunities for your opposition to get back into the game. They need an ace now. They do need an ace. And Panda has been very good at denying that at the very least. But it's still possible. There is a route here for Japon to get back into this, especially with Complex pretty much out of the running. All you need to do now is both of you beat Panda. Tall order, for sure, but doable. Panda's going to move on forward, but is not as far ahead of the 2 Japon players as he was in previous rounds. Definitely doable, within 1/10 for both of them. Zera goes a little wide there. He's going to lose out on a bit of time. But again, for Panda, cannot make an error whatsoever. You let them into this one, that's it. You're at a 9-9 scoreline and things are not looking great. Goes very wide there. More exit speed. Heading into the water. Staying in first place. Arthur and Zera still chasing. Still on his tail. Panda needs to get this right. First turn is good. Second turn. This is important. It's fine. That's good enough. ORKS GP Numelops will take the map. Another draw takes him over the line, 10-7. It was a hard-fought victory, and Panda really took the team on his shoulders, but it's definitely good enough. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. This is shaping up to be good. What did the predictions say? I feel like people didn't really get involved in them that much. Predictions are 52% to Japan. Amazing, guys. I feel like a lot of people are going to get upset with their... well, they're not, because it's less than 1,000 channel points for each one. But they mean a lot. I have not seen Edge played yet, live, on broadcast. I have actually not. Whoa! Panda, what the hell? Woo! Meow, 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 meow. Insane. Just warm up. Do that in rounds, then I'll be impressed. Either way. Panda leads the charge to begin with. Again, Japon's map pick here. Complex has to release a lot. And moves down into 4th. Now chasing the pack. Arthur and Zera right behind Panda. We move to our first jump. It's good from everyone, except for Complex, who is now decidedly in the mud. Panda stays in first place. Oh, a wheel clip from Arthur. Still fine. Should make the speed check. It's good. But now it's all going to be down to how clean they get this. Yeah, all good from everyone involved. And we're good. Okay. Panda stays in first. Should be good to the end now. So come down to another jump hit. Precision, important. It's good. Zera right behind. Arthur respawns. Zera wheel clips. Should just... No, not quite enough speed for the speed check. Panda with a really, really nice run there, a 105.6. Very convincing. Arthur still respawning. Zera will come home in second place. Complex still behind Arthur. Looking most likely a draw. Oh, no, this would be a round victory, actually, because Arthur isn't finishing. Round victory goes to ORKS, GP, Numelops with only one player finishing from either team. Japon have an uphill battle. Once again. You don't get the feeling it's convincing from ORKS whatsoever, but it's good enough to get the job done, and that's what matters. Arthur has to release a little bit, falls back into 4th position. Just enough speed for the speed checks, he'll be fine. Zera is now leading the charge. We'll make that Panda. It's all good. Complex goes very high. Trying not to replicate the same error as he did last map. Or last, sorry, round. They're going for the inside line here. Oh, that came back to bite him. Complex and Zera, however, get it fine. Zera now in 1st position. Complex doesn't make the... What happened there? I think Panda's... No, Panda's not on through. Arthur is on through. Japon on track for an ace. Not sure where that came from, but Zera gets the first one done. Arthur gets the first one done as well. Both of them should have good speed. Zera through to the finish line. Arthur through to the finish line. It's good enough. Ace for Japon. Off the back of 2 mistakes. One from Panda, one from Complex. Maybe even more from each of them. The scoreline is now heavily in the favor of Japon. 4-2. Wild scenes. Really, really could have a series on our hands. All depends on whether or not ORKS, GP, Numelops can clean up their act. That is not clean. Panda has a head-on collision with the wall. Leaves his teammate Complex to attempt to take this one back. And so far, Complex has not been consistent whatsoever. In fact, Complex has not finished this map yet in the series. The 2 rounds that we played, Arthur gets through, Zera gets through. Complex also there. In fact, Complex moves into 1st. Not quite. A little less speed. He's going to go for the overtake on Zera here. It's all going to come down to the jumps. Good speed from Complex. Is the precision good? Very high. Oh, wheel off. Made it. Not sure about the speed check, though. It's fine. But Arthur and Zera have moved into 1st and 2nd position. And they do make that, despite Zera trying his best to miss the finish. Another ace. 7-2. Back and forth this might go. It really might. Obviously, first picks for each team are going to be the maps that they feel at least maybe not the most comfortable on, but very comfortable on. So you kind of expect Japon to win this, but you really didn't expect ORKS to be in this position to begin with. It's the main issue here. Complex down by a 2nd already. And again, taking all of these jumps very safely. You see how much higher Complex goes than Zera, Arthur, Panda, all of them. Not feeling quite as comfortable. Panda, oh dear. Not sure if he hit a tree there or something, but no speed going up the hill. And Arthur and Zera move into 1st and 2nd place convincingly. Complex makes it through. This really is a 2-man show now. And it could be the end of this map very quickly indeed. 10-2, sorry, would be the scoreline. Complex respawns. Definitely not keeping up with the 2 Japon players. And there it is. That should be it for them. A map victory, 10-2. On their first map pick. A 105.6 from Arthur. Another good time. Again, really good stuff. And you got to wonder now if ORKS really just do have that confidence to keep going. You can't imagine a world in which they don't qualify for the playoffs of Wildcard. look, maybe maybe there's a world in which they don't get through the... Well, if they qualified first seed for the playoffs, that they should have got through anyway, but... There is now a world in which not only might they not win their playoffs game, they might also not win this game and get into the finals of the World Championship. The winners of Trackmania Challengers League, making a very deep run in the All-Stars Championship against several, albeit maybe not incredibly motivated, Grand League teams. Grand League teams nonetheless. Wild stuff. We keep going. Gonna check the name. Moving on to Twisted. Panda in first to start things off. This one I think everybody confident on, at the very least. Shift gave them a lot of trouble here last time around. Was ORKS' second map pick in the last series. They lost it relatively convincingly. I'm not going to answer that top hat bear because I don't want to say something wrong confidently, so somebody else will get that. But this time, Panda and Complex not making mistakes as it stands. Oh, Panda, a little bit of a wheel clip. Might lose him a bit of speed here. Maybe only enough for one overtake, but that's still not ideal. Complex with a very good time, a 104.546. Definitely good. But ORKS do not get 3 points. They only get 2. Again, they won this map 12-0 against Split in their first game of the day. 12-0. It was their first map they played. Neither of them really made errors, I wouldn't say. At all. Complex lost out a bit of time to his teammate, but Panda did not touch a wall, did not do anything, did not step a foot wrong. Completely different now. Sloppier gameplay. But final push is all they need. A second wind here from ORKS Numelops to make sure they get a second seed. Complex now trailing from Arthur and Zerat from Panda. In this fight, it's going to be an intense one to the end. Panda made a mistake right at the end of the map. Last round. Opening the door for Arthur to overtake. This time, no such luck for Japon. They're going to have to take the draw on this one. Arthur setting another PB there. But 3-2 the scoreline. It stays close. I'm going to quickly leave the mic so you get one round of silence. But I will be right back.
Draw.
Alrighty. A draw. Can somebody tell me who was first and fourth and who was second and third? I didn't see. I'm going to assume Panda first, Complex fourth. Yep. Okay, good to know. It seems like things are shaping up in a very similar way this time. Panda in first once again. Zera right behind though. Ready to pounce. Arthur near a significant margin behind, but not the end of the world. Again, one mistake from Panda could be the end there. Luckily for Zera, since he was going uphill anyway. Losing the gear wasn't the end of the world, but definitely no chance for the overtake now. Panda comes home in first once again. Third draw in a row. 5-4.
Draw.
If Complex just steps up a little bit more, this map could be over quite quickly. Panda is not really putting a foot wrong. Hello? Loses a tiny bit of time there from his wheel lifting on the barrier. Not much at all. But it does put him in fourth position to start off with. He can definitely make up that time with some good turns. It's a really close group now. Complex, I think, touches a wheel on the inside of the wall. Oh, he's touched more than a wheel there. I can say that quite confidently. And now, again, Panda, it's your job to stop Japon from getting many, many points out of this round. Weight of the team fully resting on Panda's shoulders right now, and that turn was a bit awkward. Zera overtakes. Can he get better exit speed on this final one? Oh, he releases less. That's good enough. Ace for Japon. And the one round where Panda makes a small error, surmounting to, you know, maybe 6/10 more than his regular time there. The ace comes through. That's it. 7-5. Japon did not have the lead at any point during this map until now. That's all it took. Complex, I hate to say it, making things very complex for his teammate. Off Panda's results alone, ORKS should have won this map already. By a long shot. Zera will touch a wheel, slow down. Not massive. Oh, okay, well that will be quite massive. I don't think an ace will be happening this round for Japon. Possibly for ORKS though. Back in their favor. Arthur needs to stay clean. Moving on through. Arthur on the chase. I don't think really. Oh no! I guess a no slide there. Just a mistimed turn. One of the two. Gives that ace back to ORKS GP Numelops. Ouch. That really could have gone better. Panda though with a 104.5. Again convincing. Still his teammate a second behind him. But now both teams can win. A round victory for ORKS gets it done. Only an ace for Japon will finish this out. But a round win for them lets them hold on for one more. As things stand, that is not an unlikely outcome. Draw, I would say, is the most likely outcome. Panda just gets such a massive gap off the first 20 seconds of the map here. Insurmountable right now for Arthur and Zera. I think one of the fastest starts that Panda has done so far. Complex a nice turn. It's not going to be as fast as the other two players, but staying close. Zera and Arthur. Holding position is okay. Not ideal. Needing Panda to make a mistake, which just is not coming. 104.4. Very convincing time. Neither player from Japon has touched that whatsoever. But another draw comes through. And now, ORKS just need not to lose the round in any way, shape, or form. A draw does it. A victory for them does it. An ace does it. Odds are in their favor. Odds are very in their favor now. Arthurneer is gone. Arthurneer is very gone. This should be it. ORKS, no matter what happens here, should have the map. Unless one of them, two of them, decide to respawn 10 times. That's pretty much the only way I can see this going wrong for ORKS. Just drive the map, and they should win it. Zera lifts a wheel up on the side, making matters worse for the team. Well, though ORKS didn't make it look easy, that should be it. After all, not an incredibly exciting round. Japan really put together a good performance over the course of the whole map. I'm adding Edge to my emote thing. So I'm very sorry about this, but... There you go. You can have that. Ace. Enjoy. At least there's a silver lining. Silver lining to the ads. My bad, guys. Well, it isn't. It's Twitch's bad. But hey. But hey. 2-1. The map scoreline between these two now. ORKS GP Numelops. Now on Japon's map pick again. But this time... Well, I don't know. I don't know how many times ORKS have played this map. That's my question here. Valley completely different. Yep, cool. Than any of the other maps, really. And different stuff going on. Complex needs to cool down a little bit. Understandable. Understandable. Let's get going. Can you tell the energy is leaving me? Panda out in first to start things off. Bit of an awkward landing there for Arthurneer. Sent him down into 4th place. Things hold position nicely for ORKS GP Numelops in that 1-3 position. It's probably where they're happiest. Arthurneer goes all the way in with that reactor booster. It doesn't matter if you slide your wheels along the inside. Panda loses out on some speed to Zera. It's now all going to be about accuracy for the final parts of the map. At least he takes back 2nd place. Here we go. Arthurneer touches the wall. Back into 4th position. Solidly. Zera now leading the charge. But Complex misses. Goes a little too wide there on the turn. A little too inside. It depends the way you're looking at it. But Arthurneer now moves up into 3rd place. Zera still in 1st. He's going to miss that one, though. There's a big respawn from Arthurneer. Panda respawns as well. Complex going for it. He's going to miss as well. Everyone respawning. In the meantime, Zera's already finished. Who is in 2nd place? Panda? Panda's in 2nd place. Very cool. Lovely. Love that from you. Complex seems to be coming home in 3rd. It's a draw.
Draw.
First round on Valley. Always a little bit scary. A little bit spooky. A little bit silly. That's fine. ORKS just want to close it out as quick as possible. And as long as Japan aren't winning rounds, the odds, seeding-wise, are in their favor. Oh. Wow. I think Complex somehow avoided hitting the wall there, but still lost a significant amount of speed. Oh, Panda's hit a tree. It's kind of where they belong, I guess. Zera and Arthurneer. Oh, God, belong in 1st place. Oh, no, what's happened there? This is an ace. Surely they can't squander this position. Surely not. That's no chance. No chance. I've never seen teams miss jumps on this map. Yeah, no, they can't. Oh, my lord, okay. See? Told you. It's not possible. Zera, still in 1st. Accuracy. It's good. Arthurneer, good. 1st and 2nd position. Solidly secured. That's very nice for them. They get their ace back in their favor, and I think it's very possible we go all the way to 7 maps here. Very, very possible. with the way things are shaping up, each team does seem to have just a slight leg up on the other on their own map picks, which is, I guess, the way it should be, but maybe not with the gap in the seeding between the two teams. You wouldn't expect that Japon have the same kind of chance on their map picks that ORKS do. You know? Like, you're thinking maybe, okay, oh, on an opponent's map pick, you may have, like, about a 30% chance of winning. Something like that. It feels more like... Oh, well, it should, I think, feel more like ORKS have maybe a 40-50% chance on their opponent's map pick. It doesn't feel like that, though. It does feel like these two teams are evenly matched. And I suppose, if Japon were evenly matched with Split... with Shift, sorry, then I don't see why they wouldn't be evenly matched with ORKS. I don't see why... Yeah, you know, all of the three teams at the top are evenly matched is what I'm trying to say. And it looks like it's going to be another ace to Japon. It is indeed very close between Panda and Zera. I mean, the maps that Japon has picked, they have smashed. 10-2 it was on the... Oh, sorry, wait, was it 12-2? Either way, ORKS got 2 points on Edge. And they're looking like they might only get 1 here on Valley. Panda trailing from Zera. Complex overtakes into 3rd position. A draw is not good enough for ORKS, not whatsoever, and Complex having a detour through the tree line does not help. He's not that far down. Still right behind the rest. But again, you need both of your players to be coming in the top 3 if you want any chance of taking this map back. That's good enough. Complex overtakes on that turn. Panda, very close to the wall there. Gets it done, although loses a lot of speed on the turn. Zera takes over 1st position. Complex up into 2nd. Arthur is going to hit the wall. Going to respawn on that one. Complex gets through. Panda respawns as well. So 1st and 2nd go to Zera and Complex. Arthur has made it through ahead of Panda, however. And the round win is going to Japon once again. Although Panda had a lot of speed there. You saw a world in which he overtakes at the finish line. 9-2 the scoreline. ORKS need... Well, I mean, they need, what, 2 aces and then a round win to draw things up at 10-10. Or 3 aces to win. No mistakes can be made. And mistakes really have been the name of the game for ORKS today. Since their first match. I hate to say it. Panda, however, up in 1st position. Can he get through that tree line just fine? Yes, it's all good. Complex there as well. Arthur right behind. Zera not far behind either. Looking for a route to overtake. Looking for a route to get back into this. Arthur drops into 3rd. But it's a really good turn as well. Complex hits the outside wall. Panda, I think, hits the inside wall. Zera given an opportunity to join his teammate up there, but it doesn't matter where he is. Oh, now it does. He needs to get in 2nd place or better here. Zera needs to stop this ace from happening. You never know what will happen if you let him back in. So he plays it safe on the jump. Complex may overtake. That shouldn't matter. He goes very inside. Less speed on the uphill. Complex overtakes, but Panda does not. That's the important part. And although Panda sets a new PB there, 1 point has gone to Japon. The important 1 point. 10-4. 10-2, the first scoreline from Japon on their map pick. 10-4 on this one. And we move to map 5. ORKS map pick once again, Surf. Alright. And this, you know what, we've seen it a lot less today than I would have liked. I think this group overall is higher seeded than what we saw yesterday, Group F. And I think there is a tendency for lower seeded teams to play safer maps. And I think Surf is a safe map, is what I would call it. There's not a lot of areas where you can step a foot massively wrong. it's really just going to depend on how good you are at the first 20 seconds of the map or so. And then you should hold position to the very end, unless you make a massive mistake on the reactor water section. But let's see what happens here. Panda and Complex start out in first and second position. But Complex does not make it through the loop. Has slammed into the barrier, leaving Panda for what feels like the 50th time on his own against the two Japon players. And Panda doesn't seem to be able to compete at the moment. Well, compete, yes. Win? Much more difficult. Gets through there unscathed. Real nice line. Stays ahead of Arthur and Terrar, but not convincingly. This really could come down to how well he takes each turn. Arthur right behind. Trying to look for a mistake, but he goes a little too inside. Takes a bit of wall, but so does Panda. Might even get overtaken by Arthur as well with a respawn, but Arthur is respawned too. Panda's still in second place. Can get through there. Oh, but that's massive respawn. Wait, how did he get that far back? Complex comes in second. Arthur
Victory.
Look, it's late night, you know. We're all a little out of it, I think. That was an experience. Almost a spiritual one, I would say. I have found God, and they are crying. Panda stays in first position here. And this time, not making the same mistake. Draw, however. Good round from all involved. Not insane times, of course, but very close. Japon keep their lead of 1 point. Complex this time in first position. Panda a little further down. Again, not the end of the world. But it all depends on how clean the rest of this is. And Complex has carved out a pretty impressive lead from this point. Can he maintain it? Don't worry, Iridium, I'm right there with you. Arthur chasing Complex. Panda chasing Arthur. Terrar in fourth position for the time being. But a lot has gone wrong already in this section. Oh, Arthur has slammed in. Yeah, he's not going for that one. Complex also respawns. Panda is going to come home first. Terrar in second. Arthur respawns again. It's Complex who's going to come home third. And the round victory this time goes in the way of ORKS. Making it 4-4. Map 7 looking all but inevitable at this point. I'm not going to lie. These two teams are as evenly matched as you can get.
Victory.
I was singing ORKS praises in their first match because they looked clean. Despite the fact they were playing against a much lower seeded team and you expect them to win 4-0, they looked clean. They weren't making mistakes. They were quick. This is not what I saw in the first series. Now, whether or not that is confidence being lost over the course of the day, I don't know. But either way, it's not the look of a team you would expect to be in the finals. If you catch my meaning. But right now, all they need to do is get this one done. They get their second seed. It's not the result they wanted, but they get into the playoffs of the Wildcard. But it is as even as it can be at the moment. 2 maps apiece, 4 rounds apiece in map 5. Zera and Arthanir now trailing from Panda. Complex stringing together some beautiful turns. Not quite overtaking Zera, very close. Carving out just about another round win for ORKS.
Victory.
Not pulling away from them. Not just yet. Still within arm's reach, but slightly better. Oh, that's... Oh! Man. Didn't know that pole was so attractive. Got players falling over it left, right, and center. Bro wanted to get up close and personal. It's 9 PM on a Monday, relax. Trackmania esports after dark. I don't want to know. I just don't want to. This is I signed up for the esports, not whatever that was. Panda stays in first. Seems to have found his feet, found his wheels in this map. Arthanir in second, a PB as well for them. Zera comes home in third. A draw once again. Things stay pretty even, but ORKS importantly moving up to 7 points. They can close it out here. Likely? No. Possible? Yes. Arthanir leading for the time being. Neck and neck with Panda. Zera, a small mistake early on, but again, on this map, mistakes like that don't mean a lot. Oh, mistakes like that do mean a lot. Complex loses out on a full second in the first reactor section. Whoa, whoa. When I said chill out, get some drinks and some snacks, I meant the chat, not you, Complex. Oh, you are... Whoa, 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 what is going on? Brother, man. Alright. Well, that's the end of that map. What a way to win. Panda and Complex first and second for a 10-6 track victory. 3-2. And now, series point for ORKS GP Numelops. All they need to do. Win one more. Get this nightmare over and done with, to be honest. Because today has been a doozy. It's the only way I can put it. It has been unreal. And I think, to be honest, everyone in this server just wants to go to bed after that one. And well, we finally move over to Tempest. And this could be the last map. It could be. It's looked like, well, on every one of Japon's map picks so far, they have pretty convincingly taken it. 10-2 and then 10-4. Can they do that again? And yes, the decider is backflip indeed. Which ORKS did not seem to have a good time on last time they played it whatsoever. They will be desperately trying to avoid that, I think. But Arthanir and Zera seem very confident. Here on Tempest. And Complex again. Oh, Panda's rode his way up the checkpoint. Oh my lord. I think it may just be a very one-sided map once again. Zera and Arthanir. First and second place. Complex having capped his way through one of the jumps. Losing out on about a second there. now. Oh, Complex, that is not good. Oh, that's really not good. Arthur and Zera are going to get an ace to start things off. And again, they did seem more confident. It's coming through in spades. 3-0 to start things off, and Panda and Complex will have to go back to where they lost last series. The 4th map, Backflip. Where I think maybe they had one clean round between them. Now, whether or not Zera and Arthur can do clean rounds is yet to be seen, but I do think we are going to see it based off of that round. Who knows? First round always takes a little bit to warm up into a map after having not played it for a little bit, but Complex loves giving a little tap to the jump. Gets on through, but oh dear. Ice slide does not work out. Zera moves up into 2nd place from 3rd there. Panda staying out in 1st. But again, Panda has made a lot of mistakes here. Oh, what happened there? That's fine. He gets through. Oh, Zera needs to respawn. That's okay. He was in the checkpoint already. Oh, whoa. What's going on the right side of my screen? Panda, calm down. Panda, calm down. Jesus. Guys. I get we like the new HUD. We don't need to we don't need to test it. It works. Guys. It works, okay? Panda in 2nd place. I can't.
Victory.
I just want to go to sleep, man. Oh my god. Don't you just love Trackmania esports? My lord. Alright. Arthur and Zera are on the victory path here for this map at the very least. 5-1 the scoreline. After a round win. Because only 2 players finished. Panda again. Up in 1st place. Good ice slide. Arthur is better. Overtake completed. Complex. Yeah, let's not talk about him. Zera trying to make moves as well. But at the very least, 3rd place is... okay. Yeah, Arthur can't get there. That's a big respawn as well. He's going to be a long way back. Behind Complex, in fact. And it is Zera versus Panda at the end. Can Panda keep it clean? This will be an important round for them. It's good. Panda will come home in 1st place unless he clips the extra there. Nope, all good. And Arthur and Complex seem to be holding position as well. Complex. Oh my lord, that was very close. In 3rd. Arthur in 4th, and very good time from Panda. 109.02. About half a second away from the world record currently. Losing my voice a little bit. It's fine. Arthur off to a very good start this round. Goes a little outside. Okay. Things equalize. Complex moves up. Panda moves up. But again, it's all down to this jump, and Complex has had, historically, a little bit of a difficult time with them. That's all good. Zera very high. But again, staying with the rest of the players in the server. Nobody sliding out on the ice. Oh, Zera does not make it through cleanly. But he's going to take it. No respawn there. It's a long respawn. Complex. Oh, dear. That one is very costly. Arthur in 2nd place now, trying to keep Panda away from gaining any more points for ORKS. Takes an angled turn out of the boosters there. Panda staying up there. Seems to usually be able to hold on to victories when he gets used to a map after a little while. After a couple of rounds, he gets clean with it. Another 109.02. And Arthur and Zera come in Second and third place. That's good enough for them. They keep that 3-point gap. They're happy. 3 points left to go in this map. And then they can move to track 7. Backflip, where I think they do have the advantage. Arthur, little overzealous. Clipped a wheel. It's half a second lost. Right off the bat. But again, I don't think many rounds are going to be won by half a second on this track. They're going to be won by several seconds if something goes wrong for a player. And caps his exhaust on the jump once again. Complex has evidently made a big mistake. Slid out on the ice once again. Panda now sandwiched between the two players of Japan who could make this the final round here. First and second place gets them this map, moves them on. With the momentum. Panda not with a lot of speed. Heading on forward, goes for a very low jump though, and that's nice. He's going to take over first position for that one. Zera looking for an overtake. Goes really wide. Panda is going to land first. Will he have enough speed? Seems that way. Stays ahead. Just by a 10th there. Complex will come home in 4th. Once again. 8-5. The scoreline. Japan inch closer and closer to this one. Complex with a 56% crash rate. Down to 11% top ones. Pretty sure he was on 40% before or after the first series that they played today. Everyone is relatively equalized out. Panda, 22% crashes, 51% top ones, as opposed to the 11% of Complex. Either way, this round close. An ace back in the favor of ORKS would be a nice confidence boost for them. They could close things out. But for that to happen, Complex needs to keep up with his teammate, and that is not happening this round either. Arthur and Zera. Again, one of them needs to get into first place for them to win out this round. But they'd be happy with a draw here. They'd get one free attempt at getting 1 point. And that's what they're going to try and do. Zera moves on. Panda through there. Complex, a long jump. May have enough speed to overtake, but no, nothing. Once again, the exact same positions. Nice. 1 point remains for Japan. 1 point, as opposed to the 4 for ORKS. One player in the top 2. That's it. Panda and Complex mean to deny. Complex needs to wake up now. This is the time, if any. You do not want to move on to backflip. I've seen the way you've played backflip. Unless something has changed in the last hour, I don't know if you want to go back there. The Complex can't quite keep up with the two Japan players. Needs to overtake both of them at this point. Overtakes one. Zera now in 4th. Arthur slow into the checkpoint. But still staying ahead of Complex. Complex with a low jump. Risking it. Panda risks it too much. That should be it over. Arthur although Zera respawns, should get top 2 here. Indeed, first place it is. No matter what happens now, we're moving to backflip. Zera indeed comes home in 4th place. Arthur a PB on a very important round. 10-7 the scoreline. And we head to our final map. Map 7. ORKS didn't think they'd be in this position, but they are. On backflip once again. Last time they were on backflip, they lost the series 4-0. To a team that they didn't think they were going to lose a single map to, probably. And now, they're here again. In the dying stages of today's competition. For whether or not they will even qualify for the playoffs. We could be living in a world where Shift and Japan are the two players getting through this group stage. Last time Orcs were here, they did not have a good time whatsoever. But here we go. You got to get all memories of the past out of your mind. Focus on the present. Can they do it? Big slide out from Zera. Giving Orcs GP Numelops their first attempt at this one. Zarthanir stays in first place. Panda stays in third. Zera a little further behind. Not too far behind that you can't get back at the opponents. We know how many mistakes happen on these final few turns, on that final couple of jumps. Anything could go wrong. Zera, a lot has gone wrong there. Respawn leaves the round in the hands of Arthanir. If Arthanir stays in that position, things are looking good, but he will not. Panda moves on forward. Good speed. Complex moves on forward. Good speed. Not good speed. In fact, actually, big respawn. Oh, can't get through it. Try again. Panda set a new PB. The Complex should come home in second place. If ever there was a time to close it out quickly, this would be it. A silly round to start off with. Hopefully, the last silly round we get. Apologies for the ads once again. At least they happened at the start of the final map and not at the end. But this time, Panda is the one respawning at the start. And you get the feeling that maybe the ace goes back in the favor of Japon here. Complex needs to hold on to first position. Keep that 3-point gap between the two teams. You need that cushion. You need the safety net because anything could go wrong here. Who knows what could happen in any of these rounds? Keep as much of that gap going as you can. It's nice from Complex. Arthanir does not make that. Has to respawn. Zera right behind Complex here, but Complex has a lot of time to work with. Just needs to get it right. First try. Didn't get it right first try last round. Releases just the right amount. It's good. He should get through to the finish line unscathed. Needs to turn to the left a little bit. All good. Zera. Oh, will he make that? I think it's fine. It should be. Yeah, it's all good. Thought he was going to hit the ground before he got there. That... Oh, yeah. Okay. Panda in fourth, but they keep that 3-point scoreline, or 3-point difference in the scoreline. That's important. 4-1 the scoreline here. They would have wanted something a little more than that. They're not fussy. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, everyone having a little trouble there. Zera and Arthanir most of all. Arthanir barely making the speed check there. It's not even a speed check, really. But it was one for Arthanir. Panda and Complex set up for another ace. 7-1 would be the scoreline. A massive, important lead. Giving you track point, but Complex flips his car over. Like something out of an action movie there. Has to respawn. Right behind Zera now. Panda still in first place. Taking it well. Heading into the identity. It's a good flip. The release is great. Doesn't crash into the wall. Good speed. He should get it done. That's fine. Clean. Zera has to respawn. Complex should be through. It's another ace for ORKS GP Numelops. 7-1. They've taken their troubles on this map from last time. They've thrown them in the face of Japon. And it is very possible now that we see ORKS scrounge their way through. Painstakingly through the lower bracket. Into the Wildcard playoffs. Where they will still be second seed. They will be against a tougher opponent than they would have liked to been, but at the very least they got there. And it's Complex and Panda. They want to get that done right now, but Panda down 2.5 seconds. Arthur and Zerar to deny the 6-point lead. They need an ace at some point. That is the reality that they are living in. They just win rounds, it's not enough. And they're looking like they might just get one here. Complex right behind Zerar, but still holding position in this 1-2 format. Arthur moves on through. First position. Can he get this done? Panda respawned again. He's not in contention for any of this, but Complex soars through. Speed. Power. Can he get it done? He hits the edge. He can't get into the finish line. Arthur is through in first. Zerar in second. An ace back their way. Who saw that one coming? The 6-point deficit moved down to 3. 7-4. Complex could have denied 2 of those points and gained 1 for his team. But he overcooks it a little bit. And maybe flashbacks causing him to miss the first jump. Arthur and Zerar still have an opportunity. My lord, Complex. What a tight line through there. Arthur, however, down by several seconds. Chances to get this one slipping away. It's in Zerar's hands now. Complex moves up into second. Panda ahead by a long shot. It's going to take something special from Zerar here. It's going to take something incredibly special from Arthur to bring this one back. That light at the end of the tunnel I was talking about earlier is fading. Door closing like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. Can you roll under it in time? You get trapped in it. Zerar up into second. Should be good. Arthur is respawned. He's nowhere to be seen. That's slow. Can Complex overtake? Yes! Oh my lord, yes he can! That's it! It's over in a flash! ORKS GP Numelops 10-4 the scoreline. They get it done! And they will move on to the wildcard playoffs just about. It was looking shaky there for a while. It was looking incredibly shaky. But it's good enough. We can calm down. We can chill out. Get the bevs going. Celebrate. Because on October 7th, you're going to have a pretty difficult matchup. Or October 8th, depending.